This segment is sponsored by Peace of Mind Therapy. You know what? Choosing the right counselor is essential to successful therapy. And at Peace of Mind Therapy, they offer compassionate, personalized care for individuals, couples, and families. We've got Amanda Kennedy-Bruner here to tell us more. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Erin.
Yes, you're located in Somerville, right?
Yes, ma'am. I am in Somerville. It has been a wild ride. This is my first location in person, so very exciting, but still doing virtual appointments as well.
That's great. So you still do a little bit of both. And I think everybody watching, like we all could probably benefit from therapy at least some point in our lives. So I just want to talk about, I know it's like hard choosing the right person, the right counselor. Like why is that so important?
Yeah, so for me, it comes down to three things. Vulnerability, building rapport, and specialty. So you want to be able to be comfortable with your therapist. You want to make sure when you're going to them, you're feeling, hey, I'm going to share these deep inner parts with me. And then building rapport is so important because you want to look forward to therapy, right? You don't want to dread going to your therapist. You want to actually look forward to seeing that person. And then specialty is top notch because what are you trying to heal, and does that person provide that training or expertise in that area?
Because I'm sure there's all different kinds of niches and things that you work
absolutely.
with. Let's just talk, I mentioned it briefly in the intro, but who do you treat?
Yeah, so Peace of Mind Therapy treats couples, families, individuals, and also teenagers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a couple teens I could send.
Yes, yes.
For many days, I'm like, you need something.
I love the teenagers. They're so fun and they're so friendly.
Right, and it's a difficult time for them too in their lives. Let's talk about techniques. We're going to dig a little bit deeper. What do you use?
Yeah, so techniques are important when it comes to evidence-based therapy is what I use. So I use IFS, DBT, and a little bit of EMDR depending on how hard the trauma case is. IFS is very important. It looks at that parts of it. And so we're looking at, hey, you were a 15-year-old child. Maybe you were told, you're a bad child, right? So now you're 34 and you're going, am I a bad person?
Wow.
So we take that DBT and we channel that perspective and we say, hey, are you actually a bad person? Or was that just the message you were getting because you made some silly choices when you're a teenager?
And they carried that with them forever.
And then EMDR is really cool. So that is for our harder trauma cases. And so we basically go and do right brain, left brain processing.
Wow.
We bring the memory from the subconscious to the conscious, and we desensitize and reprocess that memory so it's easier for when it comes up, it's not so daunting to the forefront.
Yeah, that is so fascinating.
How
many years have you been doing this?
So I've been in the field for 2 years, and I'm getting ready to actually drop my A, which is fabulous. So I work with a supervisor, and I've learned a lot of my techniques, honestly, from having therapy myself. So I'm a firm believer. I tell my clients when they walk in the office, I've been in therapy. I believe in this. I'm here with you to meet you where you're at.
Right. And I know sometimes it's hard on TV, you can't tell, but like you're so likable. I just want to tell her everything. So that's definitely in your corner. And you have a special event coming up where people can go in person. Tell me more about this. It's Friday, April 4th.
Yes, that's going to be in Mount Pleasant. You can get your tickets from Eventbrite, and we are going to do Insight of Empowering the Mind. You'll be able to, we're targeting basically college kids and seniors, trying to get away from the social media and learning that one-on-one engagement like we are doing today.
That is so, so important. So do people need to pre-register for that?
Yep, they will have registration, and that will be found on Eventbrite.
And it's not just you. We've got a couple other people there.
Yes, I have a psychiatrist. We have a PhD communications counselor from College of Charleston.
That's awesome.
And then myself.
Yeah, and then if someone is interested just in a different form of therapy, you've got free 15-minute consultations.
Yes.
Are these in person or virtual?
So I do a virtual or over the phone, whichever convenient for them, but I really want to give back, and I also want to make sure we meet those three niches. So are you going to be able to be vulnerable with me? Are you going to be able to build rapport with me? And then also, do I treat what you're looking to heal?
They need to test it out first. Do you find a difference? I know, I'm sure during COVID there was a lot of virtual therapy. As far as effectiveness, if someone's like, I can't drive there to Somerville, like, does it matter in person versus virtual? I'm just curious.
I love in person just because, again, this is great. But virtual, I'm able to do some of the same things. What's really best is when I'm able to see body language and I can say, hey, hey, what's
feel
going on
judged.
there? You're tightening up when I
Right,
said that. So
right.
what's kind of going on? And that's really the fun part about in person.
That's
But
great.
virtual works just as well if
Yeah.
you can't.
For someone watching right now who simply wants to maybe get one of those free 15-minute consultations or find out more, going to your website is the best bet?
Yes, www.peaceofmindtherapy.me, and fill out the contact us form, and we will have someone get in touch with you to set that 15-minute consultation up.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you
for
so
being
much,
here.
Erin.
We've got everything on the screen. It's peaceofmindtherapy.me for more information. And we're back with more Lowcountry Live right after this. You said that.